He doesn't have anything to say about it. He's had everything to say about all of the furniture.
Still
there we
can't
go.
understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
Okay. How about this one? Yes, it's a watch. What? Sorry, there's nothing there to... Okay. What about down here? More brown. There's lots of brown in this. Oh.
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb.
So she was blonde.
Yes. Blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
I don't think so. That was creepy.
She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth.
Okay. Yeah. I find that creepy. Okay. Yes.
Hers. I used it too, when shaving.
What, the mirror or the comb?
There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy.
So it is a mirror, right.
Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
I love the fact that he just remembers everything but what she looks like.
The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful.
It's a bit depressing, really, isn't it?
There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere.
Dust? Anyone?
After all these years, it permanently smells
Okay.
of her and her perfume.
So, we got stuff in here? Uh-oh.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Yeah, well, if the doctor's orders...
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Woo! Okay, and this drawer. Keys.
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
There isn't a car key on there.
If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
Why doesn't he know where his wife is?
We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway.
And who's gonna break into the outhouse?
We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway.
He left a mark. So what? He took a dump. He took a dump in the outhouse.
I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse,
Right.
but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that Commune Evidence, Serena's favorite perfume.
Okay.
I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already.
Starting to see why she might have left, you know.
It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice?
Well, you get used to things, I suppose.
We were happy for a long time. At least, I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Even the perfume.
I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good and bad.
Starting to see this isn't all as happy as he made out, right?
Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant and aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens. We were happy for a long time.
Okay.
At least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about
That's
every
everything
little
checked
thing,
on there.
even this.
So, let's go and have a look at the rest of the cabin. Oh, there's someone on the wall. I didn't see that. Why didn't I see that? Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niama, of the ice blue eyes. Ride with me, shed your mortal guise. Here is our moment, our mount, a snow white... What? A snow white mare, mate? Come. Oh, he's in... yeah, okay, I can't read. I'm doing a very bad job at that.
Come, love, with peace in your heart,
I could have let him read it.
said Niav of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Yeah. I'm starting getting really wound up now with his overly complicated look on life.
I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry.
Okay, yep.
The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
This is a creepy looking picture.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular.
What is the one that's over there?
Right? I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly.
Where did you cook?
There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena. I can make out nothing through this window. There was a time, long ago, that all this disrepair felt oddly homey. All the windows are drafty, but like everything else, we just got used to it. We liked it, even. I can
Home
make
away
out
from
nothing
home.
through this window.
Okay, you can make out nothing through the window. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Don't like that. Why would you even hang that in your house? Cabin thing.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Looking at the table. Away from the window that you like to look out of.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course.
Yep.
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
I bet you didn't do it on that.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin.
Okay.
Well, along with the bed, of course. This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it.
That's what beer mats were invented for.
This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, And just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles. Once we dragged these chairs out to the lake and scrubbed off all the dust and grime of years. That was a long time ago.
Sounds like a wonderful weekend.
For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding.
I don't know who Ingmar Bergman is.
One of a matching pair, obviously. There was a piece of gum stuck to the underside of this chair back when we bought this place. We just left it there.
You just inspected every single inch of this place,
For
didn't
all
you?
the charm of furniture
Yeah,
like
okay,
this,
Ingmar
something
Bergman.
about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding.
Okay. One more key card, then I'll ask Susie out, but how Space Quest ruined my life. Prominence, a science fiction adventure, 1001 innovative uses for a piece of string. A Crazy's Guide to Fortifying Your Liver. These are really interesting books. And that's why I'm single. Kleptomania, Big Pockets, and Better Grabs. Life and Death of a Kickstarter Addict. The Power of Perseverance, Adventures of a Scary Bear, Storyteller, The Grasshopper Lies Heavy. Cool.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this.
Yeah, I'm sure 1001 uses for a piece of string was a top read.
The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
Okay.
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Which ones are hers? And that's why I'm still single?
A lot of rarities and special editions here.
I'm like Kleptomania, the special edition.
I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Yeah.
Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate, yet I don't feel hungry.
I get that a lot.
I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits.
Okay, but I just want you to tell me more
The
about
stove
this.
looks like something from World War I. Considering how basic and ancient the kitchen is, it's a wonder what we managed to do with it from time to time. Well, she mostly.
Feeling peckish, dear?
Yep. I'm feeling quite peckish. I've got some Pringles somewhere. I don't know where I put them. Where are my Pringles?